erosion,
willing to invest in your
Always rains on opening weekend.
you know, there'd be some kind of a tax freeze.
My son and one of his buddies.
Okay, I hate to break the conversation, but it's 5:30. It's 5:30, so I'll call this meeting to order. And Ms. Jessica, could you call roll, please?
Yes, ma'am. Madam Chair Salazar Garza,
Here.
Vice Chair Mandel.
Here.
Commissioner Miller,
Here.
Commissioner Munoz,
Here.
Commissioner Hedrick,
Here.
Commissioner Budd,
Here.
Commissioner Cantu,
Here.
Commissioner Teichelman,
Here.
Commissioner Teifke.
Here.
We have a quorum present to conduct this meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Jessica. And could you read us the public comment rules, please?
Citizens will be allowed to attend and make public comments in person at the City Planning Commission meetings. The public is invited to speak on any agenda item and any other items that pertain to the Planning Commission. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. If you choose to speak during this period, you will not be allowed to speak again when the specified item is being considered in order of the agenda.
Thank you, ma'am. And at this time, I'll go ahead and open up the public comment on anyone who would like to come and speak on behalf of the agenda that's not on the agenda tonight. Would you please come forward? If not, then I'll go ahead and close the public comment and move on to your approval of absences for Commissioner Bud and Munoz.
Commissioner Mandel, I move that we approve the absences of Commissioner Bud and Munoz.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to the approval of minutes for September 3rd, 2025. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented by staff.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to consent public hearing, discussions, and possible action for items A and B. Mr. Andrew?
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, Andrew Demas with Development Services, reading in tonight's consent agenda. Starting with item number 200 plats. This is a final plat for Laughlin subdivision. And item 3, we have a final plat for Lexington Place subdivision. Those are our 2 plats for tonight. They have both been reviewed by the Technical Review Committee as well as other city staff. They have been deemed to meet both the Unified Development Code and Texas Local Government Code. Staff recommends approval of both of these plats. And then under item B, which is, letter B, plat extension, item number 4. This is the first 1-year request for an extension of London Town Unit 9A. Just some background on the property. This is 101 single-family homes, and the request is, of course, because of market conditions. So that would give a little more time for the installation of public improvements, as well as hopefully with the Fed reducing 0.25% today will help our housing market. But nevertheless, this is their first 1-year request. Staff too recommends approval. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to address them.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Commissioners, do we have any questions for staff on items 2, 3, and 4?
Make a recommendation that we approve per staff's suggestions.
Wait, she hadn't called for.
Oh, I'm sorry, public comment?
Oh, sorry, yeah. That's right, sorry. At this time, I'll go ahead and open up the public comment on, well, no, it's a discussion.
Oh, well, he just made a motion, sorry.
Okay, now I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Go ahead.
Well, you still got to open up public comment, right?
Yeah.
Madam Chair, you just have to open for public comment, the
Okay.
hearing, and then you would close if we don't have any public comment. Then
Right.
everyone's feel free to make
Okay.
a motion.
Okay, I got it.
Thank you.
At this time, I'll go ahead and open up the public comments for items 2, 3, and 4. If anyone would like to come and speak on these items, please come forward. If not, then I'll go ahead and close the public comment and entertain a motion. And we do have a motion right now on the floor with Commissioner Cantu.
Madam Chair, can I ask that you pull item 4 just because I'm going to be voting no on that one just because of the statement that I made a month ago?
Yes. Okay, so at this time, we'll go ahead and we have a motion on the floor for items 2 and 3. Is that correct? I mean,
Well, I think
was gonna-
probably needs to restate.
Commissioner Cantu would just need to amend his motion to state that it's only for, or he can withdraw his motion, make a new motion for only 2 and 3, and then we would need a second.
Okay. So as of now, we do have a motion for items 2, 3, and 4, but we'd like to go ahead and pull up item number 4 for discussion.
Or we could not get a second and just die.
Okay. Do we have a second? If not, then motion does not pass. Correct. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and make a motion for items, to pass items 2 and 3.
I'll second that.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to item 4. Commissioners, do we have any discussion for staff at this time?
I just have a question. You said in your introduction that this was the first extension request, but this is the third extension request. Is that correct? Because it said it was originally passed in 22, and then they had an extension in 23 and 24, so this would be,
Unless if it was for
Third
the
extension?
preliminary plat that I know received an extension.
maybe I read that wrong.
Is this,
In the memo, it says the third extension.
oh, then I apologize, then I misread. It is their third request.
Third 12-month request.
Correct.
So my comments on this and what I've said in the past is that if we are doing extensions and now there are new rules in place, I think that they should be required to do whatever the new rules are. You know, whether it be having to turn in PI plans to go with the plat, or if there are new UDC requirements, you know, whatever it is, that they would have to follow it. I think in this situation, I believe they should have to submit PI plans with this plat if we are going to grant the extension.
And my only comment is the same comment that I made on the August 20th meeting. When I started on the Planning Commission, we had 6-month extension requests, right? And back then, kind of my rule of thumb was after the 4th extension request, it's got to be a really good reason to not approve. And so I made a statement on the 20th that, you know, and I made it loud and clear, and I said, this is to the development community, which many of them are my friends, and I hate to have to do this. But if I make a public statement like that, I have to be consistent and honor my word. So that's the only reason why I'm voting no for this, but I'm not recommending or suggesting or trying to influence anybody else. That's just my own doctrine.
Okay. Do we have any other discussions on item 4?
Do we know if PI plans are done for this phase? You want to call?
Oh, I'll open, yes, okay, I'll go ahead and open up public comment for item number 4.
Hi, Bill Weishart with Pape Dawson, representing Browsleton Development on this project. So just to give y'all some background on this, market conditions has slowed down the absorption rate, and that's why, you know, we're looking for an extension. But we are executing on PI plans. We're working on PI plans currently and looking to submit those on the, you know, next quarter of this year. So PI plans are coming. Design is in the works right now. We just didn't get them submitted in time for this plat extension. So just to give y'all some good faith that plans are coming. I think construction date's going to be early next year. So, you know, for 9A and basically they're looking to build out the rest of this development.
So right now, there is a unit that is under construction of London Town.
Yeah.
Is this the very next unit, or is this other units in front of this once that one's complete?
So right now, London Town 8B, Unit 8B is under construction. 12 PI plans are approved, and that is going to be the next unit in construction, and this will follow shortly after. So it's a staggered construction schedule, so hopefully each unit, there's always a unit under construction.
Right.
That's how our schedule is right now.
This one, I feel, is just an important one because it does provide access onto County Road 33, which is badly needed for that neighborhood. I believe the current unit that's under construction does as well, but this would greatly improve the connectivity of that neighborhood because, as everybody's aware, there's only one way in and one way out of the neighborhood right now, and it's pretty bad.
Well, you know, right now we have the Unit 12 about to start construction, and that's going to give you Lady Claudia to County Road 33. So that's going to improve connectivity. And then this is a different development, but with the Oso Vista development just north of us, in their plans, they're going to be widening that County Road 33 all the way to their development north of London Town. So you should be seeing that sooner than later.
Yes, but that neighborhood won't have any other connectivity either. That neighborhood's, as of now, is only going to go on to County Road 33, so that really doesn't help London Town.
Yeah, but just widening County Road 33, but with Unit 12, that's.
But they're not
what we're gonna
widening
see.
it, they're only widening it from their portion, which is past London Town, further north. They're actually not widening any of it towards the school, because that's now a city road, so that's not, Oso Vista's not doing any of that. They're only improving the tiny county road that really is not a city standard right now. So that really doesn't improve anything with London Town that's going to help them, but it really doesn't help London Town. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, last time we looked at the Oso Vista plans, the approved ones, they came from, I think Agape Ranch is improving a little bit in front of them, and they're going to take it north. But, you know, that's a different development I'm speaking on.
Right.
For what we're doing, we're going to do Lady Claudia, that's going to help connectivity between the London Town Boulevard down to Lady Claudia, and then 9A is going to provide another point of access, and it's going to be able to connect through London Town as well. So it's going to really open up from County Road 33 through
So the Lady
Landing.
Claudia one that you're talking about, is that the bridge?
That's a bridge, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That'll definitely help.
that's the next one up, so.
Okay.
And the developer specifically, I guess, going back in some history, 9A was the next unit, but seeing a need for connectivity on the south near the school,
Yep.
he pivoted to go south. That's why you see 8B and 12 on the south went before y'all first and is starting construction now. And this 9A is kind of getting extended because there was a pivot. So
Gotcha.
now we're catching up. 9A is starting to come now.
Okay.
So,
Thanks for clarifying.
yeah, no problem.
Andrew, can you pull up the master? Yeah, just to see, so I can visualize, because Commissioner Hedrick knows where all these things are. I just need to visualize this connectivity across, I guess it's the bridge across Oso Creek,
Yeah.
Sure.
It's across a ditch, basically.
across the ditch.
Yeah. But it'll help.
The ditch that y'all put in, that MPM put in?
NPM and Brownston put in that ditch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I can see it now in my head. I just was trying to
Yeah, it
see
goes
where all the units are.
east-west.
It'll
Lady
basically allow
Claudia.
the traffic, instead of only going onto County Road 33, they can exit into Kings Landing, which will just open up everything a lot better, so that will help.
How many home sites are in 8B?
A little over 60.
And
Over
then
60.
as far as, because it mentioned, and I was reading from the cover sheet, says that the justification is the developer is still in the process of reducing their surplus lots in a couple other subdivisions which have similar products. They are ready to move forward with this development as soon as the inventory allows. So how many, home sites are there that need to be sold before this thing moves forward?
So from the takedown schedule from the home builder, to stay on their schedule, we need, we're looking to be in construction near end of year. I think it's going to be more like January possibly, to be fully in construction. But right now they're looking, they need the homes now. They need to start getting because it needs to be under construction and built before they can buy the lots. So by that time, 8B is probably going to be sold out, and they're looking for their next inventory.
And Andrew, is there any way that we can put a stipulation on this with a conditional approval that they are under construction by the end of the year?
Yeah, the purpose of the time extension is just to give 12 months.
Yeah, we'll have to start construction within 12 months of this time extension, or we'll be back here with another time extension.
Are you able to change it and say, we only want to give you a 6-month or a 9-month extension, or is that?
I think because the UDC sets the bar at 12, you can always give more, you just can't give less than what the code allows.
Okay.
Well, I think this is also a concern for me as well, as I was reading this, because first of all, we started to give the 6-month lease, like Commissioner Miller had said, and then all of a sudden, I guess it was 3 years ago, we started to do the year because of the developers' problems that they were having. And now we give them a 12 months, and this is going to be the third year of a 12 months. I mean, when do we finally decide that, too many is too many? I mean, because like right now, this is his third year, and the questions that we have on here seem to not be, we don't have a lot of the answers on, and any of the predictions of exactly when this is really going to be into process. When is it going to start really getting this development going?
Yeah.
You're saying here at the end of this year. I mean, how can we be assured that this is even going to happen? And we don't have a 6 months extension, where if we do it now, we're going to give him 12 months. And if we do that, then that means that other developers that come up wanting to ask the same thing, we're going to have to just abide by trying to give them the same thing because it's not fair.
Yeah. No, I understand, and, you know, I'm here to provide confidence and clarity. So that's why, you know, I wanted to give you all the background is 9A was going to be the next unit up, but then when they got pivoted south to provide connectivity for London ISD, that was the main driver of that. So that's why 9A needed extensions, because it got submitted and approved, and then there was a pivot. So now we're back, we're engaged for construction drawings, we're working on design right now. You know, we are probably going to submit to the city here probably this next month, and the client's already investing into all this work. So you've got the developer, you know, investment on the design and construction drawings for this 9A unit. And then I'm here to let y'all know that the home builder is, you know, aggressively wanting this next unit, and that they're wanting it by end of year. And we're probably going to be a little late, probably early January, just to meet their construction schedule. But, you know, it's, you know, with all those things considered, that's the confidence that this unit is coming. We're not going to be back here in a year asking for the same thing. And then this conversation will really be, you know, why give you another extension? But today I'm here to tell you that the reason was because we went and did the units to the south to help the school out. And that's really it. Otherwise, 9A would be in before 8B and 12 to the south, and then the school will have a lot more issues with their connectivity.
Well, I think we'll always work with the developers. I mean, that's
Yeah.
something that we always want to do to helping them out. But when it comes to the point of coming in for 3 years and then asking for the 4th year, I mean, that's, I think that's...
How many units is 12?
12.
How many home sites is 12?
12 is open spaces, about 6 big open space lots for, it's primarily built for the roadway. It's primarily being built to build Lady Claudia out.
So if I could just interject process, and this is not to belabor a point, kind of playing devil's advocate, not that I'm calling Bart the devil. But so process-wise, we'll take this down the hypothetical route. Let's say you deny the time extension. In order for the plat, it would be right back here in 3 months when the public improvements will be ready. And by law, you'll have to approve the plat saying it meets all of our checkboxes, just like the other 2 plats tonight. If you approve the time extension, they're still bound to turn in the exact same public improvements within 3 months on their schedule as it is. Luckily, there aren't any dollars tied to this, so there's no reimbursements, no trust funds, no developer participation dollars that is tying up any dollars by waiting on this. And luckily, we do not have any imminent code changes that are going to happen within the next 6 months by the time that this project gets kicked off. So that's just to give you kind of a step back of what are the likely scenarios if you say yes or you say no.
But there's been several code changes in the past 24 months. Or there has been.
Not for plats. The only major one that's going to affect plats is the 3,000 square foot lot bill. Other than that, there's some small public notification ones, but those are just based on state statute, which technically are active today, even not being in the UDC. One just bit me when it comes to public notices. So that's to say they still very much are alive, but nothing that would affect this particular development as it's designed.
And just to be clear, you know, I know y'all are afraid of plat extensions, that we're just sitting on our hands, not doing nothing. It's just sitting out in the ether. But when you look at London Town as a whole, you know, we've got one that they're building homes on, one unit that's under construction, one about to start construction. So London Town's being worked on. This 9A is just the next one up. And the developers here, if you want to speak to him about some of the timing, tell him that we went north
Sure.
and maybe it's south.
Bart Brazelton, Brazelton Development. Forgive my appearance. I've been outside today. It's kind of hot. I think Bo did a great job of explaining why the timing happened the way it did. Unit 12 essentially has no lots for sale in it. It is just a roadway and a bridge, and that was put first because of the connectivity issues in the area. 9A, as he mentioned very clearly, is the plans are over with Andrew, being looked at today. The timing was a little bit off, so we will be under construction. Several of you up there are in the business and understand that things have slowed down dramatically in the residential field. So we would ask you to take that into consideration in this case. And I believe, Madam Chairwoman, you had a question about how you know that we are moving forward. That's why I tried to run over here real quick and let you know, because we're moving forward. We have over 500 lots, 500 homes on the ground right now. In total, there's another 300-ish. So it's, we're moving forward, already have the contracts working and in place. Timing was a little bit off, and we would appreciate your understanding with the market conditions and with the timing on the plat being approved. I hope that is sufficient, Mr. Miller and Commissioner Hedrick. Those are the reasons. We'd appreciate your support.
Thank you.
Mr. Brazelton, one quick question. Are you in agreement with Bo's assertion that y'all will be off to the races by year end?
I think that is probable, yes. A lot of it is because of the market, and we'll have to get everything through. As you might know, the end of the year is a tough time to get everything approved through development services. They take that winter break thing. But we will certainly be under construction early next year, if not. The market is slow. It's not as vigorous as we hoped it would be. It's not as vigorous as we planned. Now I regret us going to Unit 12 first. We should have just gone and built 9A. But I think Bo did a great job of showing you the circular connectivity that 9A creates. 12 allows the connection between Kings Landing and County Road 33, and 9A allows the connection between the existing part of the subdivision and over to Lady Claudia. So we hope you will take that into consideration, and that issue would be sufficient to allow us to proceed with another extension.
Well, thank you, Mr. Brazelton, for coming and explaining it, because this makes it a little bit easier for us to understand. When we come and see something that someone's coming in for the fourth 12-month extension, and you're coming in and explaining why, it just makes it easier for us to be able to move forward.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm sorry I wasn't here. You know, in the past, extensions were fairly typical when the market shifted. Certainly not under all conditions, but the market is very different today than it was in 2022. Mm-hmm. And in 2022, we were doing our best to stay ahead. Well, that changed over the last 2 years especially. And so this will allow us to go ahead and proceed. I think that the market conditions should really be considered heavily, and I hope you will.
Buck, legal question. Is it a firm no that we cannot grant anything less than 12 months?
Yeah, it's just 12. It's not more or less. It's 12, all or none.
Because I'd be willing to give you to the end of the year, right? But I have to remain consistent because I made a bold statement a month ago. And that statement was based off of a certain set of circumstances. And, you know, I said that it has to have good reason, right? I need to understand this better. Or I need to think about this for a second.
If there were a way to translate it into your business, I think it would be, how many sites do you need to go purchase if the market is going to not allow you to sell them? Because that's what this is. This is a condition where there are a lot more lots already on the ground than expected, and this is a simple timing matter. So if you had to go out and buy 5 more sites for 5 more schools, because you had a piece of paper that said so, that would be the position I think you would be in. Now, please understand, these public improvement plans that are now required by the city are hundreds of thousands of dollars of cost. That's how much money is already out there. It's not like we're going to turn around and walk away. It's not like we're going to turn around and walk away from an existing subdivision under construction with 500 homes already in it, and the largest builder in the United States building homes in it. This is a timing issue. Unfortunate. I wish we had had a little bit more time so that we could have gotten it further down the road. But we are going to proceed with it, and we hope you would take that into account.
Okay. Well, Commissioners, do we have any other comments or questions for staff or for Mr. Brazelton? If not, then I'll go ahead and close the public comment and entertain a motion or further discussion.
I move that we approve item 4 as presented by staff.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
I will be out there in January with my mud boots on.
You were barred from my property.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Okay, moving on to Director's Report.
Just one actually strange item for tonight. This came up about an hour and a half ago. There has been a nefarious party mimicking Planning Commission's email addresses. So if you see any odd emails come your way, whether it be from citizens or from this address called corpus.planningcommission, please ignore it and let me know, or don't forward the email, but just let us know that you received one of those. So IT's already working on it, but that's the only thing we just wanted to bring to the Commission's attention, that if you get any funky emails, do not open them. Obviously, we do not request you to send Target gift cards or wire money. Or that's not how we pay for zoning cases.
So we're not getting a salary?
Yeah. So please disregard those emails. And that's all I have for tonight's Director's Report.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Any other further agenda items? If not, then meeting's adjourned.